Can't start करेगा.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Battle of Valentines grand finale. You're right now watching this at the
Oh,
Miko Official Gaming. It's got powered by Miko Official Gaming as well and sponsored by Vista Games. This is the game between these two teams who finds their way into the finale. It is Shredded Duo versus Team 22.24. All this time they poured their love, their you can say the energy of couple throughout the land of Dawn. And let's see who will be having this Duo 7 series with a win. For the casting desk, it's the boy Astizi, and with me, two beautiful ladies are joining as well. It is Sarah on my right side, and my left side it is Debbie. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
it's nice when finally going into the finals here, right, Sarah? Because this time around, Moon, he is not an assassin. Just kind of wait to see because I'm always used to seeing him onto that. But I fight a lot, and Karabai, they are always onto these couple on the game number one.
That's what. And yesterday, honestly, both the games were like really really amazing. Two amazing best of five series, I would say. And technically speaking, Shredded Duo had a little bit of a tough time. They had to play 6 games instead of 5 just because of a little bit of here and there. But then again, they did manage to win it out very fairly, 4-2, which is a big deal. And tonight they would just be looking to repeat that all over again.
Of course, and for now, if you remember that last game of Shaded Duo being on to that Freya and that is that the Freya and the Zilong, of course. They went on a skilling spree in just 2 minutes. That was the moment I
Yeah.
was telling about the first game. But for now, it's a Sicilian and Carmela Debbie. This
Yeah.
duo is so strong with these two heroes as well.
I like the fact that Euphoria is finally on a hero on a spell that is not an inspire. But then again, what is Aventus gonna do though? Because I'm pretty sure that Carapai onto that damage is not really physical. It's gonna be able they're gonna be able to defend it out just a little bit. But yeah, Vengeance not really that best here though. But looking at the position so far, Easy for Moon and Euphoria, they are trying to go for a bit of an invade here. Look at that.
It's
Of
actually
course.
smart, I would say, because like Euphoria, she did bait out Sicilian's ultimate. So if they go in for
Mm.
an engager, they should technically be having an advantage. Even the fact that Zilong just got his level 4 means they would have to wait it out just a little bit before they actually come in. But look at that towards the red buff.
Yep. There is some thing happening.
What?
It's right to the first blood for the side of Team
Oh.
22.24. Nice one. She went for the invade though, but she couldn't survive there, and one kill just into the hand of 22.24. Great start.
That's yeah, a great start. That's what we were talking about here. And the Petrifier was also committed here, so it's definitely going to be a good one here because, in this scenario, 10 minutes of the game, even if you have at least one lead onto the kill department, you are able to have a good win at that too. And now I'm pretty sure that Karapai and Alpha would try to win this game number one here because these are their comfort picks and they won't be able to pick it into the next round. So either you use it to their full potential and win it out, just not lose it out onto this because it's definitely not going to be worth it if they lose here.
Exactly so, and these people, they're actually holding it out pretty well. But the problem is, the more they hold it out, it means Karapai will be farming up onto the Sicilian. And we just saw what happened at the red buff, a little bit of miscommunication here and there. Euphoria
Yeah.
committed to the red buff, Carmilla read onto it, went in for the kill, and they got it. So 1-0 lead already means that they can just sit still for the next 5 minutes and 30 seconds, chill under their turret, take a little bit of fights here and there, and they'll just be winning it out anyway.
Of course, and for now, I believe Euphoria and Easy for Moon, as Debbie mentioned about the spell, Euphoria should have been onto that Inspire rather than onto the Vengeance. Even though you're fearing that bad fizz, but still, like the Inspire could have given you some reason as well when you're using the Valkyrie Descent.
This time around, I think it's pretty sure. Oh wait, I felt like he's the one on the blue buff here. That must be have been a mistake, but they can actually take it away again. But a bit of slowness into the early stage of the game. It's already 5 minutes and one kill already in favor for the side of 22-24 here right now. It's definitely going to be important that Euphoria or Easy for Moon try to get at least one kill and try to have the equalization onto the gold as much as possible. But playing it slow is going to be paying so well. Look at that though.
Oh no,
Okay.
Moon. Yep, he definitely tried to go in. He stole away the red, which is
Oh.
good. But he did waste up his ultimate, which means that now if the Carmilla just goes in for an engage along with the Sicilian, they'll be pretty much winning it out because along without the ultimate and also the flicker in this draft and lethal ignition all at that. It means they want to go for the burst, but they can't go for the burst because who will you burst? Carmilla, Sicilian? It's hard
Yeah.
to burst them all at once.
I think the first game should have been taken out with a Harith and Nana combo from the side of team.
Yeah.
Obviously, because like this is the strongest duo. I mean, this is the strongest combo they've been using teamwork. But there will be a fight coming in. The Curse of Blood just
Ooh.
popped out there with a Bat Feast coming out from the backside. Will follow up with the Crimson blow from the Caramilla, but nothing gonna happen to the side of team 22.24. Even though
And
for
oh,
Flicker, there was a beautiful set coming in, but there will be the power
oh,
of love. Oh, into the land of
Oh,
Jordan. He managed to save her.
oh
that
my
was
god.
a close call, man. If it's becoming desperate for Euphoria and Easy for Moon, they're trying to take at least one kill because they are behind. 1-0 is the score, and it's already close to 7 minutes of the game. They have a total of 3 minutes to try to get at least one kill. But you know what? 22 and 24, they know that they can stay inside their turrets as long as possible because once they go out and get killed upon, it might not be the best scenario for them, but they might be in engaged though.
Yep, that's an engage alright, but the Carmilla already pretty tanky. Sanguine Claws is gonna come in and stun down Moon, but he is definitely gonna get locked down. That's the Curse of Blood that's going to be used up as well, but now I Fart a Lot is going to be the one in danger, but they've got the passive all over again. So technically no risk
Wow.
for Carapai and Carmilla here. And I mean, how long? How long would it take the Freya and the
Yeah.
Zilong to pick any one of them up and burst them? They can't do that because Carmilla Sicilian, they just don't die under that turret.
Like for now you have one
Oh
kill
no?
ahead. Penguin Claws connected, easy for Moon and a sliver of HP, but he just managed to go back into the safer side with the help of his ultimate. And that was the bat impact didn't connect it onto him, but Debbie, as I mentioned, you like one kill ahead in this game, but doesn't matter if the tiers are falling into the mid or not because score wise you're high.
That's what they're waiting for here. The kill count is definitely gonna be the priority. So for now, for the side of Carapai and for a lot, they are just playing it a little slow. They don't. They are just letting Euphoria jump in or even Moon, and they are not even engaging on them. They engage, but they don't deal damage onto them. One kill is what they hold on to, and they might eventually win it out if they remain undead.
Exactly so. And the Sicilian does hurt quite a lot at this point. I think she's got the a glowing wand and I think she'll be making the lightning truncheon because that is of course the safer choice as a Sicilian in a 2v2 situation. You'll get a lot of burst just before the team fights. And let's just say, Freya here, she's on the vengeance. She can sustain it for a bit, but the fact is that none of them are going to die. Even these. Oh, there we go. There's going to be another Curse of Blood. Petrify will be used up as well. Moon targeting down Carapai onto it, but it's going to be the Sicilian and the Carmilla sustaining everything, and that's going to be a 2-0. And there we go. There's the surrender coming in from the side of Team Shredded Duo.
Continue it like the score was getting higher, so do the time. So the ticking will just come to an end, and it will be the victory for the side of Team 22.25. What a great start in this BO7 series. That too against a Freya Zilong combo. I mean, one of the powerful combo in this 2v2 couple tournament. And now this hero is just banned for them because of the global ban rule. For now, you can come up with Khalid and Benedetta, Carmilla, Sicilian, and rest is on to that Yuzong as well as Louis. So for now, I will say like Team 22.24 is in a safer side.
Yep. They are into the lead here, so second game will head directly into it. But this time around, I feel like for Shredded Duo, they are into the first pick here, so they will be able to pick out the heroes that they want right now. They have to equalize onto the points here because they cannot really lose it out. So I wonder what they're gonna be playing because their main pick so far has been the Hayabusa and the Kagura.
Yep, Hayabusa Kagura, they have been spamming it around, but for now, they are kind of, I mean, don't want to use it for now. They know this is their main term card, so they will be popping it out when the win is absolutely like in their hand. But
Mm.
what better than the Granger and Sylvana to be there, and you could have spammed that Hayabusa and Kagura against this team. But you got the first pick, so obviously, I mean, you don't want to reveal your main card. You went for the Yuzong Louis, and you know, with the Yuzong Louis, Debbie, you need to spend
Yeah.
some time in the early phase so that in the late phase you will get the damage.
Where there is light, there are
That's what,
also
yeah. And now they
shadows.
are trying to go for the combination that is actually definitely gonna be important here. This okay. Usually, it's gonna be dependent on who have the better shot. So, Karabai and far along onto the Sylvana Granger combination. The Granger kind of weak against the Yuzhong when it have the petrify. So. He's got to be a little bit careful. The damage will be all into the hands of Euphoria. And the thing about this couple is that they have a
Hmm.
very, very good bonding. So maybe Yuzong and the Louis could work out, but they need to be aggressive from the very start.
I just saw it now. Easy for Moon and Euphoria, bros.
They're bros.
And there's the power of love between Father Lord and Kirpai. But for now, 1-0 the score is into this BO7 series. We're into the grand finale, guys, at the 2v2 couple tournament of Battle of Valentine, powered by Miko Official Gaming and sponsored by Vista Games. A 15,000 grand prize pool. We already have our third, winner. I mean, you can say the second runner-up, that is Daddy Chill, and now we are just looking forward for the champion and this first runner-up. And there you go, the dualities first.
um, And now this is definitely gonna be a level no room for both of Moon as well as Euphoria here right now. But still, they're gonna be doing what they are good at doing. Just get the farm, just get blue buff, not let anyone die. Because Karapai and Alpha they are the type who usually love to play a very very passive game. They don't go for the aggression. That's why these kind of heroes are so well fitted for them. And I think they'll be able to pull something off if they have the timing as well. So we've got to wait it out a little bit here. So a bit of a perk that can come to into the mid side is what they are waiting for. But look at them. They are just way inside their turret.
Okay, let's see what will be happening. Because for now, I believe they are playing so safe, even though Easy for Moon and Euphoria are playing safe at this point. They got the blue buff for the Louis. You need the mana thing, so obviously you got the blue buff for yourself. And for now, if you're planning for an invade onto the jungle area of Team 22.24, I believe will not be a
Mhm.
great idea because you are on to a level 2 dragon.
That's what. Now they are gonna be freezing out just a little bit here, but the fact is, Gwender have a better range in comparison to the Louis, so you might have to have a better chance in trying to hit out the frozen minions here right now. But Moon, yeah, he finally bought the roam boots here, so they will be able to have the level 4 very early on and get the roam passive as well. But finally, good Jonan coming in, and both of the members of the side of 22-24, they are still yet to hit out the level 4, which they will be hitting it anytime soon. But maybe they might be an invade though.
Maybe. And the diversion, it's coming on soon. And there you go. The dragon went for the spell vamp. And there's a lot of poking onto that Sylvana. But look at the Granger. He's playing very safe at this point. And throughout the attack, the Sylvana needs to go back to the base to get the region out there. But somehow, Kirpai and I fought a lot, managed to defend the base as well as themselves.
That's what it's important that they have that goal lead consistently as well, so that they will be able to hit out the gold differences and just be able to win it out too. But now, level 4, not yet level 4 for the Sylvana here for Elord. He's gonna be waiting now until that level 4 to try to get out a good set here. They will be able to find it out. But then again, Moon, he will be able to get out those dragons and go for the sets, go for the frontlinings, and maybe Euphoria can even get out that damages here right now. But blue buff in jeopardy here. There might be a bit of an invade coming through from the Yuzhong again, but still, Karapai and for Elord, they are unfazed.
Okay, they're trying something at this point. The Yuzong is trying something. He got the blue buff. Yep, he got the blue buff from the hand
Oh,
of
nice.
Ranger and Sylvana. Nice one. That was a nice steal, I'll say. Not only a nice
Yep.
steal, but he's getting the spike as well as a dragon, and that's not a good case for the for the Granger and the Sylvana.
Yeah, that's what. Now, as I think about it, this definitely gonna be good for Euphoria, even Moon here. They will be able to have the level lead and the goal as well if they are able to play it very very safe. Yeah, but until the 4 minute mark, no one is that yet because there's no aggression coming through from the side of Karapai or Ifar a lot here. Easy for Moon and Euphoria, they are trying to go look for a fight. The diversion plays can come true, but look at them, they are so aware. Top, they're doing something.
Yeah, okay, they went for the diversion though, but somehow you can say the Sylvana managed to anticipate it before they can reach her. And there you go. They're still playing safe. The score is now in a safe position, but if you're going to talk about the goal lead, it is slightly into the hand of team, you know, 22 point, and not 22.24, but straight duo. But there you go. A little bit of poke.
And they're just trying to poke out here and there here, and I think they're just trying to play with the diversion, but Karapai and I find out they're just so aware most of the time, and that kind of stopped them from doing anything. And now that they are gonna go take the blue buff here, I don't think they will be doing anything here for Euphoria and Easy for Moon yet because they don't know. They know that they cannot really do anything if they have all their spells available. And the fact that I've heard a lot hasn't been trying to go for the sets most of the time kind of says a lot about how much of a problem a Yuzhong and a Louis can become. And the fact that Euphoria is onto the, Purify as well.
Ooh. Double petrify. The flicker comes up as well. There is a lot of spell bam onto Carapai. He's at his level of HP. He managed somehow to go back in the safer choice as well. Imperial Justice for the defense has been used. A lot of resources burned down in this fight as well. I mean, how come I fought a lot couldn't anticipated the Yuzong being there in the bush?
Mm-hmm. That was a close call, but now the thing is, Karapai doesn't have the flicker anymore, so they have to be careful on the way that they are playing right now because when the dragon is up and the flicker will not be up yet, and that's where the side of 22-24 cannot go aggressive. And they are gonna have to go passive again, like their playstyle. So 6 minutes already, no one died just yet. No Petrify for Easy for Moon still, no Flicker for Karapai as well. There's still the ult available for the Sylvana, so they can go for the set, but Euphoria is on the Purify though.
Let's see. Let's see. For now, the Sylvana does have the flicker, as you mentioned, so he can easily dodge out the dash from the Yuzong. But at the same time, they're playing safe, so they were not gonna engage before they grab some stacks for the Granger. But look at Easy for Moon. His intent is kind of different. I mean, if you're gonna compare it with Visal's Yuzong, it is kind of totally different because Vishal kind of play very safe from the very beginning, but we have been
Yeah.
seeing frequent invade with the help of the diversion as well as with the help of the Yuzong's dive into the jungle against the team 22.24 at this moment.
That's what. And now they're gonna be, very non-aggressive. I cannot stress this a lot, but the damage already coming through from Karapai is, good because he's almost level 10. It's close to the level that Euphoria is already on, which is a lot, saying the fact that Euphoria has been actively taking out blue buff. They have lost out onto their buffed as well. It's already 7 minutes of the game. I think this one of the time they're just gonna be playing for the goal right now. And look at that though. I fight a lot. He's trying to do something.
Okay, she wins the Imperial Justice
Wow!
Contra, but couldn't manage to find it onto the Dragon. Dragon Bomb just comes into the way, easy for Moon. The Death Sonata coming in. Kirpai somehow managed to go back with the help of the dashes and the flicker. There is the duality coming in. The shots need to be onto the point, and there you go. A little bit of dive. There is the rotation as well, and it will give a lot of pokes onto the Granger, but they'll be fine. But they cannot go back together because the turret damage is still in count.
Mm. That's what they are. The turrets are still very healthy. So, if it's reached to the 10th minute of the game, the goal will be the one that we are counting for here right now. So, the teams aren't ready to go for that. But, oh, wait, what?
Okay, that was nice. That was nice. And now you need to go back because you
Yep.
both are in a very less of health. So it's just Kirpai if she can do something to clear out the minions, but at the same time, she doesn't have a flicker. She's kind of vulnerable to that Yuzong. So she needs to stay back as well. But as you mentioned about the gold thing, like the gold thing also
Mm.
added about the top lane and the bot lane minions. So somehow they are kind of higher with it. Team. Okay, the Imperial Justice. There is the Rhapsody from the eye. A lot of damage onto the dragon, but he managed somehow to go for the Black Dragon form. But you cannot go with the side lane. That's the main thing. But is it?
Oh!
Brilliant sword. The flicker. There is the rotation dualities damage as well. But look at the Granger Kirpai. She's just going for the turret. At this moment, she needs the tier.
Oh,
She
no.
knows that if the structure gonna fall down somehow between the 10 minutes mark, we will be the winner. But the damage also giving us the vibe that 22.24 set their stage, Debbie.
Yeah, this is perfectly well done, Karabai. That was an amazing flicker coming through from my front alone as well because he knows that Euphoria will not be able to burst him down because of the tankiness coming through from the Sylvana here. So this might look like an end. 10 minutes already onto the game. The turret is lower for the side of Shredded Duo. So yeah, we got your winner, man.
Second win for the shredded. Second win for the. No, not the second win. It's actually. Second win for 22.24 and shredded duo. They need to hunt for their first win in this BO7 series. What a start, I will say. What a beautiful start for the side of Team 22.24. They're literally doing best. In the first game, they were ahead with the score. In the second game, they're ahead with the turret's damage. And now they're just going for the third game. And if they win it, you're just proceeding forward to the match point. Sarah is back. Hello, Sarah. What do you think? Like the combo doesn't work, or is it the intent?
It's the intent, I believe, and moreover, the fact that the Sylvana Granger is something which actually can counter the dragon and the Luowi. Like, you have a Petrify as a dragon, but you are also, set down in that one position, so you can't dash forward or use your passive basic attack onto the enemy Granger to take him down, which means that the Sylvana has got her ultimate on you and the Granger just bursts you down every single time. So that is one of the tougher situations to be in, I believe, and that's already a 2-0 in favor of Team 22.24.
Is it the Badang and the Kadita couple? I don't know, guys.
No. No way. No way.
Like the Kalea is the child of these two people. It was a fake thing, I know. But there is the Kadita being shown by Euphoria, so therefore I asked. Okay, that's good, Debbie, because if you will actually see, the Hayabusa and Kagura will be better against the Granger Sylvana. So they're actually taking their own trade against them in a big match, because for now, if you lose this game, you are entering into the do or die stage. You need to go for the reverse sweep.
Real couples can win, man. That's what we are waiting for here. But still, the thing about this combination is that Easy for Moon and Euphoria are very aggressive. Up to the very early stage of the game, they usually start with aggression, and I haven't seen them play these two heroes in particular. But most of the time, when you see Karabai and Alpha a lot, they're just playing it very slow, stay out into their bases. Not base turrets, try to get the farm, be very slow, just punish whatever is thrown upon you. And I think this time around, Easy for Moon and Euphoria, they have to play it like that, because even if they want to go for the aggression, there's no way you'll be able to get Karabai or even Alpha a lot, because they have a lot of mobility onto their hands.
That's what. And the Hayabusa Kagura is decent against the Sylvana Granger, provided the Kagura actually uses up her second skill to immunize the Sylvana ultimate. The Hayabusa, once he's ulted, he can't escape and he's gonna be caught out in that, ultimate for as long as the duration is, and Granger can burst him down. But the Kagura might actually be the game changer if she can just target down the Granger in that position.
First time it was the time as well because they won the scoreboard. They got 1-0. Second time it was the clear damage. And on to the third time, what they will go for. The goals is they are trying everything to take the win. Team 22.24. I believe this is their day. They're really doing so well. It's like this day things are totally work so well. I mean, if you are with the moon kind of thing, like the moon thing works as well as the date. If you know about it, like I don't know about it properly though. I've seen it somewhere in the reels.
We'll find about that later, though. But a bit of a vision coming through from Karapai here. You cannot really. This is the reason why you cannot really gang upon onto Ekagura, because you're always gonna be seeing vision here or something like that. But not level 4 just yet for Alpha, but he's still gonna have to go away. Just a bit of a poke here and there. The goal lead might eventually be equalized here right now because no one is letting go of anything just yet. Level 4 is where the aggression will be starting. Even easy for Moon, he needs to get the Rhapsody so that he'll be able to catch the range of the Kagura too. And another thing though, Hayabusa is on the roaming boots here.
That's quite good.
Interesting. The Hayabusa is the one who needs the Hunter Strike or maybe even the Heptasis in this case as the first item. But he is going in for the roam and letting Kagura take all the farm. He just wants to burst down the situation that he is in. So let's just say that is how it works, and they'll be going ahead with it.
Yep, and the thing is, you can't take a retreat, but there's no rule on the roaming booth, so obviously he went on to the roam. But in a 10 minutes mark, I believe the roam should not be a thing because like for the first 5 minutes, you'll have lesser gold compared to the second member of your team. You're giving out the Kagura, but she also needs the proper set that there is something happening in the jungle area.
Yep, they are trying to go look for the level 4 for both of these roamers, I would say, right now. But the warrior puts into the hands of the Granger here, Easy for Moon not wanting to take any chances to get taken down by the Hayabusa's set of kill, of course, and you cannot really survive if you are, altered and getting marked once or twice. That's dependent on the Surikins. But hey, they're still sticking to their original plan. Stay it down and keep it slow, and then go for the farms, get out your damaged items, and then only then you'll be able to get in. And the fact that both of them onto the hands of Hayabusa and Kagura, they are both onto that execute, which means that they'll be able to get a sure kill if their combination can come right. But Euphoria on the other hand is on the Purify, so she can find something out here. No jump just yet because of course the Kagura can immune out, and Alpha is nowhere near the range for Euphoria to land out onto the Imperial Justice.
Yes, and that's the thing we're talking. Okay, the quad shadow just got connected.
Oh,
Managed to come back at the perfect timing. There is the umbrella bloom, but it's just for the folks and to clear out the waves, I believe.
a good clearance onto the waves here right now. They're just trying to give out a little bit of a vision here and there for Euphoria as well as Easy for Moon, but they don't know that Elo is the one farming and Kagura is the one trying to get a lot of farm into the minions here right now. But they're trying to focus a bit onto the turrets here, but it will still be taken down because into the 5 minutes of the game, the turret cell will be down and it's gonna become a normal shield as well, so they are gonna be waiting out for that. So when you deal damage on to the turrets, then you'll be able to win it out. Goal lead though is definitely into the hands of Moon and Euphoria again, but this, they didn't really win it out into the last one also.
Of course, but for now, there will be the first kill coming in, and it will be from the side of team A shredded duo. What a start, I will say. I mean, they needed this game so far, and they're doing so well. They have the range, Debbie.
Yep. They're trying to monopolize that range as much as possible. And the fact that Easy for Moon did not even use the flicker, he's just going to, rondoing his way away from the umbrellas overturned there. And that's definitely going to do something for them right now. No shadow landing just yet for Alord. He have the execute as well as the shadow kill. But without the shadow, he won't be able to get a kill onto them anyway. So they just got to back away again. A bit of momentum already created for the side of Shredded Duo here, level 8 for Easy for Moon. They might go for the invade because, yeah, they're pretty sure they can if they wanted to. But then again, the shadow kill is what they should look out for.
But for now in the jungle area, they're taking up the fight there. The blue buff is still in the Zephyrine, but there is the Imperial Justice. By far a lot falls down with a final blow coming into the hand of Easy for Moon. Is the comeback. The roar from the side of Shredded Duo in this game number 3. They're making their comeback. They're going for the tier. There is the Umbrella Bloom comes in. There's one kill away from the win, and they will snap it out from the hand of team 22.24 and grab their first victory in this BO7 series and taking the game into the 5th game as well.
1-2 is the score, and that's definitely going to be in favor. Now, this is a must that we might see a game number 6 also. So this is definitely going to be looking good, and the amount of heroes available will be nerfed down. Amazingly well done. So the Granger is a very, very good winning hero for both of the teams right now. They both won with the Granger and the Sylvana duo here. So congratulations to Easy for Moon as well as Euphoria. So now let's see. They're yet to pick up their signature Kagura Hayabusa style. So it might come into the match point or something like that. But let's see what they're gonna be force picking here, because last night they played the Harris and the Nana too.
Yep. They can come up with their OG combo, I'll say. Like, okay, they're fearing that if the Khalid and the Benedetta comes here, then the Hayabusa and the Kagura will not gonna work maybe. But they might be taking it too longer as well, so that maybe there will be the Harith Nana from the side of 22.24. Then they will play it like a winning game, because that is the strongest part. But no, they want to give it out here as well. They want to support the score, Debbie, for them as well.
Mm-hmm. This is looking good, man. Now I think okay, against a I'm pretty sure they can fight the speed and damage with another speed and damage, because maybe Lance not all that correct, but they want the Roser and the good peeling hero, that is the Ruby. But I think it's gonna be saddening to see the lack of damage coming through from the side of 22-24. But they are usually good in keeping themselves at bay. They are gonna be tanky, a little tankier than the Haya and the Kagura, of course, but they're gonna be lacking on a bit of the damage. And I find a lot is on the flicker, not the inspire that too. So yeah, this looks like maybe they just wanna give away this game too, But then again, it depends on how they execute.
I mean, the first game, it was Tasty Karma for 22.24. In the second game, they went for the Granger Silva. In the third game, they put out this Hayabusa Kagura and they lost it out. But for the side of team Easy for Moon, they won the game with the Sylvana and Granger. But they lost it out with the Khalid and... no, not the Khalid, but the Freya and the Zilong. But for now, they're going with this Hayabusa Kagura, the OG combo they have been using from the day one in this Battle of Valentine. And this is powered by Miko Official Gaming and sponsored by Vista Games, a 15,000 prize pool of tournament. And we have already known our second runner-up, that is Daddy Chill. But for now, we are hunting forward for the champion and the first runner-up. Who it could be? That's the main question. The score is 1-2. Great start, I will say. But this Roger and Ruby might be a better option against this Haya Kagura, I'll say.
Yep, this is the signature pick as well for them. So yeah, they have to perform very well because it's gonna be their winning condition too. Now onto the other side though, Euphoria. No, I find Alone and Carapace is doing well with the goal that they have so far. They're not trying to give out everything here. This is because of the presence of the Ruby. Of course, she's always gonna be very very tanky, and the spell of them that comes with it as well. And very interesting enough, Carapace is actually on the concussive blast, so that means a good clearance. And I don't think the Kagura can burst them anytime soon. But hey, there can be no saying because it's a 2v2 after all. Every goal will be higher than usual.
Quad Shadow is getting connected onto Ruby at this point, and it's just giving out the pokes there. But we're not gonna see the roaming boots. Okay, another Quad Shadow connected. He might gonna go for the poke, but at the same time, like the Ruby might gonna hinder you out with the hook.
Mm-hmm. They're just trying to wait it out just a little bit here, and the fact that they are waiting because they know that the spellman coming through from Ruby is definitely not gonna be helping their case either. So what they should do is that let Euphoria get the farms here. Moon can go for the farm onto the jungle, even though he is on the roaming boots. They can actually do that. Get out to the level 4 and try to kill the Rosa. That's what they can plan to do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I'm talking about, like with the Roger and the Ruby, you need the farm as well. So do the Hayabusa, but Euphoria, she needs a proper setup. Like on a Kagura, just like the last game, if you remember, it's not because they went on to the Haya and Kagura pick against Sylvana and Granger, they lost, but it's because Kirpai doesn't got that much proper setups, and that's the reason she couldn't melt out the Granger or that Sylvana. And they got the spike, they enter into the tier, they showed their aggression, and they got the kills.
That's what the other kills are. They're just trying to be aggressive as much as possible. But Moon, not level 4 just yet. He can go for this. Oh, wait, what?
Okay, there is the fight coming in. Euphoria, she might finds a way back. Flicker used there, baited the flicker, finds his way into the defensive position at this moment. But look at the easy for Moon. He's also there. He's trying his best to guard her goal. But let's see. For now, the Roger is doing great, I'll say. I mean, grabbing up all those objectives.
Yeah, that's actually amazing here. But he need level 4 for the Hayabusa to try to head out the damages in, and then it's already level 6 for I Fought a Lot. He got a lot of farm, and he is... Oh, there's a miss out.
There is the miss out. There is the leak pounce as well, but there will be the Quad Shadow, Oogie Shadow kill coming in, but first blood will be secured by none other than the Roger. I Fought a Lot. Secured the first blood. Now he's going for the second one, but Euphoria, she managed somehow to go back. This game, if Team 22.24 winning, then they will have the match point.
That's what match point is actually very close for 22-24. And now the thing, the kiting coming through from I Fought a Lot was amazing because he knows that if he go all full into Euphoria, then it could have been actual death, and you do not really want that. But there was an amazing Petrify coming through from Karapai as well because he had perfectly landed the Petrify onto easy for Moon, and he wasn't able to walk away even though he had the Shadow and the Shadow kills as well. But that was amazingly well done, and now that is gonna be a 1 kill lead into the hands of 22-24, and this time around, they are gonna do what they are best at doing, playing it safe.
Of course. And for now, like I'll say, 1 kill into your hand. Like more 5 minutes to West. I'll say play it safe. No need to go for promises. You just stay in the back of the tier 1 and waste the time and take the game number 4 to yourself.
That's what they are waiting for, actually. But onto the other side, though, it's gonna be so annoying for Easy Moon and Euphoria if they aren't able to take any kill, because that's gonna be giving them, that's gonna be stopping them from getting the game number 3 again. So now Pai popped out into the concussive blast to have a lot of damage. She's level 6. Euphoria is just level 7, still able to reach it out. She does have the ultimate here, but they cannot really do anything. But look at the saddle though, landing, but unable to follow up to that.
Yeah, yes, of course. Like with the Rogers werewolf form, he also gets some, like sustain. That's the main thing. Like when he's in the human form, he is kind of squishy, but whenever he comes into that beast form, he got that sustain. And if you're using the Hayabusa against a Roger, that too on a beast form, you cannot easily take him out with the Ogi Shadow Kill. But there is a setup coming in with Umbrella Bloom goes in there. Two members got the poke. It goes behind to the tier. Nothing gonna happen. Easy for Moon, waiting for the proper set.
Yep, there's a proper set coming through as well, and now. Oh, it's already 6 minutes, and then Easy for Moon is getting a little bit desperate to try to get at least one kill so that they will be able to equalize onto the kill count. They're actually behind onto the goal as well, so they cannot really do anything about this. And now that the red buff is already taken by I thought a lot too, he's definitely gonna be having that penetration and have the damages that he's required to dish out onto Hayabusa as well as the Kagura, because these two are not really the tankiest hero, but for a Ruby, she's always gonna be able to peel it out, get out the damage, have spell them. Look at that.
The flicker. The flicker is the best counter against Oogie Shadow Kill. That's the main thing. Like you're using it out, you wanna if you know how to use it against the Oogie Shadow Kill, you can easily dodge it out as well. But now the minions pressure on the tier 1, they're just taking down the tier so that if there will be a slightest chance of making the score equal, then you might gonna win the game.
Yeah, that's what they are waiting for here. The turret's taken down, a very, very good steal, a very good compensation that they can find right there. But now for Easy for Moon, they're trying to camp out a little bit here. So at least they'll be able to get one kill. They have 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes to try to find that one. No flickers just yet for FR so they are gonna play it very, very slow. They're gonna have to wait out for the Roser to have that flicker so that he will not be getting taken down by the Shadow Kill, which also is gonna be paired together with the Execute too.
That's a good thing, I'll say. Like, because when you're taking out the mid tier 1, we all know like you can easily take out some frequent fights inside the jungle area. I mean, the first base. So it's somehow giving you the advantage. But with the Ruby and Roger, Debbie, like if they can put a Radiant onto the Ruby and the Brute Force onto the Roger, or maybe the Antic. Look at that Antic. Talking about the Antic, and the item got prioritized by Ruby there. Because, you know, like the Hayabusa not gonna have that much damage against the Anticurus.
That's what they are waiting for here. Anticurus, no! That's a set coming through. Look at the hook.
No, nothing gonna happen though. The Hayabusa somehow finds his way, but doesn't have the second skill onto the cooldown. There's a lot of damage coming in. Oogie Shadow Kill being the second skill coming in back. But there is the Roger going for the leak and pass. Gonna make sure that he's gonna grab up the kill onto the Hayabusa. The second one into the way. You find the tier, but they're getting the scoreboard clean for themselves. 8 minutes and 55 seconds mark, Debbie. 2-0 the scoreboard is. 3-1, maybe incoming for 22.24.
That's what amazingly well done, and I'm pretty sure they, for Moon, he must have miscalculated onto the Shadow Kill and the Shadows as well, because it cannot really happen. But the damage coming through from my father-in-law is so big. Now he is level 10, and that is a level 8 Hayabusa. You cannot really burst out the Rosa, who have a lot of seal with the transformation as well as Lycan Pounds too, and that kind of making the side of Shredded Duo a little bit disciplined here, a little bit desperate here now, because it's already gonna be the end. I think we're gonna head to the match point. If they can't find anything here at this point, 30 seconds, nothing will happen anymore.
Just 16 seconds more to go, and it might be the win. You need 2 kills or else you're losing this game out. Team 22.24 will have the match point in the next game, and they're going in. It's just ticking around. The clock is ticking around. Oogie Shadow Kill into the way. Nothing gonna happen. The sustain is there. Leak and Pounds coming in onto the scoreboard. Before it can reach to 3, the time will just gonna end here, and it will be a win for the side of Team Shredded. Not the Shredded Duo, but the 22.24. Congratulations,
match
guys.
Point.
Match point.
Yep. Match point, amazingly well done. 22-24. They are able to win it out with the heroes that they did not really pull out last time. But a Ruby is a Ruby, man. A Ruby can actually be a basic counter for any assassins, especially for the Hayabusa, because you cannot really do anything. 0 kills, it's a 2 kill for both. 2 kill for the side of 22-24 here. And now We're gonna head into the game number 4 here. It's gonna be a match point already
5.
for the side of game number 5, right? Match point already, right? For the side of
Yeah.
22-24 here. So if they are able to find a clean one, I mean a clean hero that have a lot of damage, it will be very good. But what are available though? What heroes are there that they can play here?
The
Khalid?
Lancelot Odin,
Oh,
Khalid
Lancelot Odin.
Benedetta. Yeah, Khalid Benedetta, Harith Nana, Alucard Mia, Gushin Leslie. We haven't seen a Gushin Leslie yet, so I really want to see a Gushin Leslie for now. But at this
No
point,
one.
I'll say like go for the Benny Khalid. Khalid. I mean, end the game because you won against the Hayabusa and the Kagura, the most used combo by Too Easy for Moon and Euphoria throughout the battlefield of Valentines,
Mm.
and they lost their best combo here. So obviously, they are right now in a in a jeopardy, I will say, because somehow making a comeback with the other heroes might be a struggle thing. I'll say. Let's see, but they're taking up their time. Kerpa is taking her time. She really wants to set herself before the final round. Okay, she managed to ready back here. The power of love. Let's see who will be winning here. 15,000 prize pool. We have the third name for the second runner up. That is obviously Daddy Chill for now. But we just need the champion and their first runner up debut. There might be a Fanny Claude. Okay,
Ooh.
Debbie, your wish got granted.
Finally, a Fanny Claude. Yesterday, it was completely disappointing to see a Fanny being played into the start match, because it was not really good, man. Come on. And now this time around, Claude and Fanny. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure Karapai should be the one playing the Fanny, given the fact that she has a lot of Fanny players in her team. But nevertheless, onto the other side there, there's going to be a Ruby, a very solid choice, and a Rosa again. So now the Fanny will not be having that much of a great time. But you know what? Who cares, man? Just play with the main damages. There's no frontliner here for a Fanny and a Claw, but still, they will be able to dodge a lot of those momentums. But then again, the Ruby will come in handy for the side of Euphoria and Easy for Moon.
Obviously, like the Fanny does have the mobility. She can come up with the steel cable, but at the same time, there will be the hindrance from the Ruby. She does have the crowd control, so that is a great combo. But at the same time, look at that the two petrify. But the Claude scaling
Oh,
into the late game is kind of hefty for me because he does have the BMI. He can easily dodge it out. He went for the Aegis. I was thinking for a Purify though. The Fanny onto the Execute. Like she gonna
mm,
look for that perfect setup. And I believe she might gonna go for the
yep.
Dreadnought armor so that the Roger might not gonna bust him out with the physical damage.
That's what we're waiting for here. So let's head in and see how they are gonna be able to play it out. Ruby and Roz are now into the hands of the other side. Easy for Moon and Euphoria here as well. For them, it's definitely gonna be important to try to get out this game because now for Elon and Karapai, they are already under the match point here. So that's definitely not gonna be doing them a bit of a favor. But onto that first one, though, there's a bit of a slowness coming through here. Easy for Moon and Euphoria with the signature aggression coming into no cabals just yet for Karapai.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. 2v2. The Land of Dawn is set for this couple tournament at Miko Official Gaming and sponsored by Vista Games. 15,000 prize pool. You're right now watching the grand finale. The fifth game, the match point for the side of 22.24. There is the steel cable. There is the timing coming out from the side of team 22.24. They are in the verge of winning. If they win this game, they will seal the deal of this 15,000 prize pool.
Wouldn't it be looking so good that if you win out in the champions with a Fanny and a Cloud, man? Come on, this is gonna be exciting. But because if Fanny kind of struggles against a Ruby, Ruby kind of does something to any assassins that can come through. Whoever assassin it is, she have a self peel, so she will always definitely be able to pull something out here, especially the Wolf King. But there was a good BMI coming through from my fire a lot as well. She's gonna be giving away the blue buff to the Karapai so that he'll be able to get out of farms here. So start for Karapai here. Let's go.
I love to see this Fanny onto the hand of Kerpai because I was thinking like maybe it will be into the hand of I fought a lot, but no, it's Kerpai
No.
with the Fanny. So obviously the girl power coming in here, but she's getting some damages. He went for the steel cable. There is the tornado sword, but nothing gonna happen here. The blow is literally not so high, but easy for
Yep.
Moon and Euphoria. They will go back.
They are going back, but then again, they have the farm. Because Easy for Moon, he is on a hero that needs a bit of a farm so that he'll be able to pull something out when the choice is right. And, you know, even Carapai onto the Fanny cannot really enter. Because of the presence of the Ruby, you cannot really do anything that's big, and that kind of, you know, might eventually be hitting them a bit. So, a bit of an invade coming through, though.
No, not a Fanny
Wow.
inside the wall. You should not go for it. But the Lincoln pounds into the way, and somehow, with the help of the steel cables, he finds a way back in the base. And this is the thing, you don't need a recall, Debbie. You can easily
Yeah.
rotate out throughout the map. But into the midsection, there is a fight coming in. BMI for the defense. The Fanny goes in for the cutthroat. Use it as well. Give us a little bit of damage onto that Ruby. You know, the Ruby is so much sustain here.
That's a lot of sustain coming through from the Ruby and a bit of a peel also that kind of helped them to stay into the fights as long as possible, even they don't care about the Fanny anymore. You know, that's why this is also one of the reasons why the Fanny is such a red side pick here. But then again, a bit of a clearance coming through from the BMI as well as the Blazing Duet coming in. Petrify?
Okay, he got into the hand though. Leakin pounced into the way, but somehow, due to that Aegis, he will be sustaining out. I was expecting a Purify, but the Aegis did work better here, I'll say. Because when you are
Yeah.
in a position to get out, you used it out and you somehow managed to sustain as well. You got the damage, you absorbed it.
Yeah. And now I think the goal is definitely into the hands of Euphoria and Easy for Moon. So now that I think about it, they can hold it in. They can hold it very, very slowly and then try to give out a vision here. Try to not let down onto the goal as much as possible. Now that the Fanny is having the blue, Carapai can pull something off because he have a minute or so to do that.
I mean, a flicker Fanny, okay, but this is an execute kind of Fanny. Okay, the cutthroat comes in there. There's the damage on the bullets from the Roger. The Claude, he needs the scaling. That's the main thing. It's already into the 5 minutes mark. The goal shield will be taken away soon, and now they're trying to invade out the jungle area for the side of team 22.24. Look at the damage coming in. The leak and pounce used. There will be the BMI for the defense. He managed to go back in the safer side here. But the Ruby and the Roger, they'll be finding the red buff. But what is happening in the mid? They'll be getting that tier damage, Debbie. That was not at all a good choice.
Oh, so this looks like it's gonna be better for the side of 22-24, but hey, oh no, I fought a lot. It's trouble.
Yeah, he's in trouble and he might gonna take it out as well.
What?
He used his DMI there, but he falls down as well. Now the Fanny into the way. Look at Pounce chasing her during the steel cable to double for Easy for Moon here. Might be a, you can say a comeback is smelling here. Not only a double kill, but it will be taking out the structure one into the mid. This is a bigger trade for the side of team Straight Duo.
4 minutes into the game, and this is where we find the fun in it. Blue buff already stolen away. A lot of gold lead. Already 1k into the hands of Easy for Moon as well as Euphoria. They can try to go for the damage.
Oh, they're trying to go for the damage, but they are the ones getting the damage here from the Roger and the BMI to the defense. At that point, I believe like the BMI into the bush was not so connected that it deflected with the wall. He might could have run away with the help of a flicker, but he doesn't have it. He had that Aegis. And going for the attack at the point for Euphoria, I mean, not for Euphoria, but for Kepai was not at all a good choice. BMI, there is the Blazing Duet coming in. Okay, beautifully dodging it out as well. I got the damage there. 2-0 score is Debbie, and we are heading into the 7 minutes mark, so it's more pressure for the side of team 22.24. Not into the way for the BO7 series, but to this game as well.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be looking good for now. Oh, Moon! Oh, that was close. Oh my goodness, Karabai almost got taken down again. But they have 4 minutes onto the game. I don't think they will be able to equalize it out, but they can still try because if they are able to get 2 kills, which might not be happening, it's Skypeace are already for easy for Moon, so he was able to get out that much of a damage too. And Tick Caress for the Euphoria as well, so that is a good sign that she's not gonna be dying anytime soon. And the fact that they're still trying 3 minutes onto the game, I don't think there's no way that they will be able to get a kill here. Not
I
anymore.
mean, even though you're getting the kill, Debbie, still you need a tier. If you're equalizing the
that's what.
scoreboard, you need the tier 1 there. And then you have either you have to take on 3 kills or you have to take 2 kills and a structure in the mid,
Yep.
which is not so easy against a Roger and the Ruby, that too into the late game. And the scaling not have been seen from the Claude yet, and your buffs are going away from your hand. Without a blue buff, you know Fanny is kind of a puppet, I would say.
Yeah, that's bad, and you cannot really do anything about it. But Karapai, I feel like she can really play a mean Fanny though. It's just the fact that she's against a Ruby, they cannot really do anything about it. And I think they're actually giving up already.
Losing to it. Okay, the Roger is onto the intent for the kill, and it will be happening. Killing spree, the 3rd kill into the board. Team Shredded Duo managed to shred out Team 22.24 to grab up their 2nd win in this BO7 series. We're heading into the 6th game decider. If this will be a win for the side of Team Shredded Duo, then there will be the 7th game. There'll be the Heaven's Call. And
Yep.
let's see what was happening, but nice play. Nice output, I will say. Nice draft from the side of Team Shredded Duo to take on this game forward for themselves.
Amazingly well done. And now, even they saw the Fanny, so they were like, "Yeah, we are gonna have to get that Ruby, no matter what." And that is gonna be their win condition. And we can see that they are able to pull it off so well. Amazingly well done, Mr. Moon and Euphoria. And now we're gonna have to go into the game number 6. So still a match point for. FR Alone and Karabai. So it's definitely going to be more important for Euphoria and Moon to get this game. And they didn't win with their main picks, so they might as well have to try hard and pick out a hero that is good for them. Still, Khalid and Benedetta are still available though.
Benedetta, they can actually come up with that Yuzong and Louis as well, if you remember.
For them.
Easy for
them.
Moon. Yeah, for them, yeah. For the Shredded Duo. They haven't used the Yuzong Louis yet. So for them, they can actually come up with it. Well, I mean, they have big combos to get the win, Debbie. They just need to prepare it for the next one. But what the heroes for the side of Team Euphoria and Too Easy for Moon, I mean, Shredded Duo, they already used the Yuzong Louis. They're already onto that Khalid, not the Khalid Benny, but the Freya and the Zilong. Even the Freya Zilong is left for the side of 22.24.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the thing.
they still have. Oh wait, okay. Game number 1, Carmilla, Cecilia, and Won, right?
Yeah. No,
Game
not
number
Moon.
2?
Carmela Sicilian onto Kerpai.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then
Yeah.
the second one, Sylvana Granger, right, for Karapai and I fought a lot.
Yeah.
What was the third one?
Third one was that was the Hayabusa and Kagura, if I'm not wrong. No.
Okay. Ruby
Fourth one is
Roser
the
for. Okay.
Fourth, yeah.
Kagura Hayabusa won. Okay, nice. That was a good one. So now they have the Yuzong and the Louis, and Euphoria can play the Sicilian. That is a signature pick for Karapai. Okay, this is gonna be it. Yeah, this looks good.
This looks so good, I'll say, because this was the first game, I'll say. Just swapped it out, yeah. And now if you win, if Team Euphoria and Too Easy for Moon Shredded or win this game, we're heading into the 7th game. That might be the chance they're gonna come up with the Freya and Ruby. No, I mean Zilong Freya. And at that point, we might gonna see the Khalid Benedetta, or else what else is there?
Lancelot.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's see. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of dive and a lot of damage into the early stage of the game for the side of I forgot on Carapai. And a bit of a late game combination coming through from Moon as well as Euphoria, so they will be able to find something out here because this time around Moon is gonna be the one who's gonna go for the sets. He's gonna have to have a good hold onto that Petrify combination as well. And look at his Guardian level though. It's just level 1 and I'm pretty worried that he's not a tank player, man. Come on.
Let's see for now. This is actually a good game, I'll say, for both these sides. It's more over to the macro. We'll have the more macro. They might gonna take on the game. Easy for Moon and Euphoria. They're playing so aggressive from the very beginning. They need to haul it back, but they did well with that Roger and Ruby, I'll say, against the Fanny and the Claude
Yeah.
of 2024. So maybe they're gonna do the same with the Sicilian Camilla because everybody wants to be the champion. Who wants to be
Mm.
into the loser side?
Not me though. I don't want to lose, man. Losing is not an option, so this is gonna be both of their sides as well. A bit of a stack entry from Euphoria as well onto I for the Lord. Pie just staying out onto the back lines as much as possible so that they will not be giving the stack onto the bad impact for Euphoria here because they know that if they kind of lose it out, it's definitely not gonna be a good sign here. So a bit of a weird passing coming through from Karabai. Wait, what is happening?
Uh, I think there is a maybe the network issue. Yeah,
Mhm.
and maybe we're gonna go for a rematch or something like that. I believe, if I'm not wrong. There should be a pause though from the referee side.
Yeah, if they don't ask, they cannot really give it away, so you got to wait it out just a little bit. But this time around, though, EVT, what am I saying? Not EVT. A Moon and Euphoria might try to have a bit of a set. What? Okay. She
They
went
asked for
towards
the
the side lane,
DQ.
right? She went to the side lane, though.
Yeah, she went into the side lane. That's the thing. I mean, they're asking for the DQ, but it might be the network
Mm,
issue. Who knows?
yeah,
The
we
game is
got to sort
continuing.
it out. You know, that
Yeah.
could
Okay.
have been, a bot.
Okay. So time for us to take a break, Debbie, and to know
Yep.
what the tea is. The issue got resolved, and you are back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Battle of Valentines 2v2 couple tournament powered by Miko as well as Vista and sponsored by NXM Prime. You're right now watching the game number 6 of the BO7 series between Team Shredded Duo versus 22.24 Invest. 22.24 having a lead of 3-2. So last game it was the internet issue, Debbie, and it got resolved for Kerpai now. So she's back.
And already level 2, and Moon is also on the level 2 already. Gonna be closed. And now they can go for the stacks slowly but surely, because I thought a lot he got to get that level 4 in before he tries to go for anything. Oh, Petrify!
That was an aggressive move, I'll say,
Wow.
from my part a lot here from the early phase of the game. I was not expecting that from a dragon, though.
Me neither. I was talking. Oh, another Petrify!
Oh, I mean, it got Uno reverse. It got Uno reverse on I thought a lot at this point. He doesn't have that mobility to go back. He was in the level 2, and he got down easily into the hand of Kerpai. Not Kerpai, but I fought him. Sorry, too easy for Moon.
The thing is like, it's actually the Yuzong who was the one starting out the fight, instigating it, and then back to the the Sanguine Claws connected by Euphoria, and then the re-engage coming through from Moon was definitely doing big favors for the team, for them right now. A bit of evasion coming through here and there for easy for Moon. That's gonna be an engage, though nothing too out of ordinary, but they might eventually try to steal onto this blue here.
Okay, let's see. They got 1 kill, so now they are kind of going aggressive at this point. The Curse of Blood, there is the Sanguine Claws connecting once again. It's Volvia. Kill on 2. I fought a lot. 6th game is kind of reigning with the terror of Team 22. I mean, Shredded Duo onto 22.24. They're just 1 kill away from the win. They're giving it away.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of bad impacts onto Euphoria. She needs to go back. I mean, Kerpai, she needs to go back. For now, do you think that are we going for that 7th game?
Oh man, this is definitely looking like a 7-game match here. 2 kills already. Oh wait, but it's just 2 minutes of the game, so these can turn around anytime soon. That was a great aggression coming through into the hands of Euphoria as well as Moon, because these are the rather too aggressive duo that we have seen so far instead of the couples here. So they might be able to find something out here, because they have a Louis who can do anything in any time because of the diversion that she have right now. Oh, but there's gonna be a bad face coming through. The dragon coming in as well, trying to go for a chase, but they still have to back away because they cannot really go for the engages right now. No yin yang reaction can come through. The dispersion is still there to deal out the damages, but not enough to take anyone down. Oh, never mind. There might be a re-engagement coming through. The Curse of Blood will not be connecting onto anyone just yet, but that might be Moon in trouble. But they have the passive. He will still be able to heal it up even if he gets caught.
No, that's a good one. That's a good set coming off from 22.24. Even after losing 2 kills, they're not going back. They're trying their best to fight back as well. But you're just 1 kill away from the lose. So obviously you need to play safe as well for now. But look at that. The burst coming in with the help of the rotation and dispersion from the Louis. Give all the damage with the duality. The poke was too high, and it forced out Euphoria to use the Bat Feast.
That face already used by Euphoria, and Easy for Moon still into the lead, so they will be able to have a better chances in winning onto the game as well. But still, it's only 4 minutes of the game, and the goal still hasn't been taken down just yet. So it's gonna be important, especially for Karabai as well as I fought a lot to take out into the games here. Look at that. That's a lot of damage coming through with the Curse of Blood connecting, but I fought a lot he and Ian still able to jump away amazingly well. Then now they will be able to rekill just yet, but Karabai, he's definitely gonna be alone, getting a stun down, might be in trouble. The flicker coming in, and that is gonna be a killing spree for Easy for Moon, and the end of the 6th match. So 3-3 is the score, and we are heading into the grand finals of the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing matchup that we have seen so far. The Carmilla and the Sicilian coming into the later part of the game, and now they are pulling it off with a bit of a win here right now. Carapai and I found a lot that did not really have the Yuzong working into their favor.
That was a nice game, obviously. 3-0 the score is. Managed to finish it before the 10-minute marks. That too on a 5 minutes, 3 seconds. That was a little bit of network issue for Kirpa in the starting, but then it got resolved once again. We went for the rematch with the same draft, but then it was the Sicilian and the Carmilla. The first kill onto the Yuzong, the second kill onto the Yuzong, and the third one. They managed to take out Kirpa for the win. And now we're entering into the 7-game decider. This is the BO7 series you really want to watch out at the Miko official gaming in this Battle of Valentine. I mean, you're giving out from the early phase, the first game to 22.24, the second game to 22.24. We were hoping that might gonna end with a 4-0, but then the possible comeback happened with the Sylvana and the Granger thing for the side of team Shaded Duo. Then once again we saw the comeback from Kirpai, and I fought a lot. They went in for the win. And then again, the Ruby Roger managed to shade out the Fanny and the Claude. And then they come up with the first OG thing, that is the Sicilian Carmilla, in which this team 22.24 finds a win. And this time they lost it out against this OG combo. But for now, the last game, Debbie, Khalid Benedetta is open for them for the 22.24. They can come up with the Freya Zilong, the Lancelot Oded. And they got the first pick as well. So what do you think? What coming in for the side of 22.24? Any guess?
Oh, and 22-24. What are the choices? Lancelot Odette is still gonna be the hot pick here, but hey, both of them are yet to use the Khalid and the Benedetta combination. That is gonna be a lot of dive and a bit of damage coming through as well. I really like that, but into the good hands, the Benedetta is always gonna be good here. Of course, when you combine it together with the Khalid too, so easy for Moon. He's more comfortable onto the assassins, so I'm pretty sure they might pick up the Lancelot and the Odette. But then again, there's always chances for the Benedetta to come through into the hands of Carapai again. So it's gonna be a big deciding match. This is a 15,000 cash onto the line. Both the teams are eyeing the reward, that price. The better duo wins it out. So, what are they gonna pick here? Oh, Sora Florin. What?
Sora Florin? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it is. Sora Florin. They are couples.
I didn't know about it.
You didn't know?
About it now.
Oh no, you need to watch the lores, man.
Okay. I didn't know. I just knew that the Florin was kind of got birthed by the Belleric. That's the father-daughter relation. I didn't know about the couple. If this was
You the
there,
first time?
why not this from the very beginning?
No one is that comfortable onto the Sora, So yeah, there we go. That's the Benedetta that we are talking about. This is gonna be a big showdown, man. You know what? As I'm gonna tell you that these two teams has been winning consistently with similar heroes. Carmilla Sicilian always a winning. Grander Sylvana always winning. Ruby Roser always winning. So now, this looks so good for them. Now this is a completely new hero coming through on both of their sides. So now, let's see.
Sora Florin. Okay, that's a Petrify onto the Sora, and Euphoria onto that Florin here. That's a new skin as well. The Herald of Season. Khalid Benedetta, this is the 7-game decider. Both of them having the same points. Battle of Valentine is set for this two teams. Shredded Duo versus 22.24 for the final battle, for the final game, for the glory, for the 15,000 prize pool, for the pride, for the win. Let's see who will be having this last game into their hand to clinch the series with a 4-3. Who it could be. 15,000 prize pool, powered by Miko Gaming, powered by Vista Games, sponsored by NXM Esports. And now you're watching the early game aggression from the Benedetta and the Khalid, which was expected from before the pick.
That's what we're waiting for here. The Benedetta, the Khalid. That is a very, very great combination coming through here right now. So a bit of an aggression coming through from Easy for Min as well. But you know what? Florin is a very, very vulnerable hero in this department here because there's always going to be chances for the Benedetta to come through and get out the damages in. But interesting enough, it's going to be Kerpai onto the Khalid. Oh, wait, this is one of our favorite heroes too. Never mind. So there's not much that Sora can do into the early stages of the game. So I did not understand what they were going for. It maybe this Sora could be going for that full damage.
Maybe not. We're not sure, but the flower of hope, that's the main thing. I mean, it will be giving out a lot of health, the global ultimate we always say about it. And with a Sora kind of hero, you have a lot of crowd control. You can easily take down with the damage as well when you're going for the Shundering Strike. So, obviously, this game is going to be a bigger one. Even the Sand Guard is there as well. But there you go, an eye for an eye. There is an attack coming out from the side of I fought a lot here. And Kapai will just give that zone.
A bit of a zone coming through here right now, but they'll be able to take on to the buffs here. So Moon doesn't really have the ult just yet, so he's gonna have to wait it out just a little bit. Now that he have it, he can go for the early aggression here. They might be trying to go for the contest onto the blue here. Look at that.
Okay, what's a little bit of poke you can say, and they might want to take out the blue, but an eye for an eye is still there. Okay, the Sora really wants to go for the fight, and Benny managed to get that blue buff, but for now, Kerpa in a very bad position. The Shundering Strike flicker into the way, and then there is the electro final blow. Florin, she might gonna take it out at this point, and she will be taken out with the immune. Immune, an eye for an eye. Kerpa, as well as I fought a lot. Both of them finds their way back into the safer zone at this moment, Debbie. They got one kill. They go back without any scratch. So obviously this one a hefty trade from their side.
This is what I was talking about when I said that the Florin is definitely going to be vulnerable, and she doesn't really have the damages that's required to take anyone down, because the fact that I thought a lot could dive and then wasn't punished for it as well says a lot about the mobility lacking into the hands of the Florin right here. But that is an amazing skin, I swear to God. This is actually looking so good, man. But hey, this time around, I'm pretty sure Moon might have to pull something up. He have the Petrify, he have his ultimate available, but still they got to wait it out a bit because they need to get all of these buffs so that they will not be lower into the goal here. But then again, they are lacking out onto the damage here. But you know what? 3 minutes into the game, there's still time for them. 7 minutes is a whole lot of time that they can have right there for themselves. So yeah, they can go for the start.
I mean, the main thing is you need to make sure that Florin not into the zone of the Benedetta, because she's someone who can easily chase out, who can come back as through from the tiers. Look at that. I mean, she was in a 10 or 15% health at that point, and the CC immune with the eye for an eye skill, she managed to come back safely. That's the main thing we're talking. And but what is more like, the Florin doesn't have a revitalize as well. She does have the flicker.
Yeah.
The cooldown is higher. But now a little bit of poke, a little bit of aggressive move from Easy for Moon. He's trending at the jungle area, but the Florin is alone. The Desert Tornado coming in. There is the flicker being used, and the blue buff will be taken away as well.
They are not doing anything to Moon right there, because I think. Oh wait, look at that door.
Okay, there's the fight coming in here. Oh, the Shundering Strike got a kill, got double into the hand actually, and this is really a big +1 for the side of team 20. I mean, traded duo, I'll say, because they really went inside the tier. The Sora's damage. How can you forget it?
Oh my God,
Everything
this is
got
broken.
turned.
Yeah, this is the broken hero that we're talking about. Oh my god. I know it's so good for Easy for Moon as well as Euphoria here. Shredded Duo. They shredded down the teams of 22-24, and they shredded down the turret as well. And now Easy for Moon trying to go for those engages again.
Ooh, the Thundering Strike will be it, and it will be the end! It will be the end, guys! The Sora and the Florin walks here! The Team Shredded Duo, who were on the verge of losing, will be playing out this game for themselves and will be claiming the victory here, Debbie!
Oh,
and
man.
that's the thing.
Wow. That was so nice. I mean, oh man, there's no words to He's doing so good. The fact that he's gonna be the sole damage dealer, but he's not on the damage hero as well. And it is a Sora too, with the brute force only. That is a extra amount of damage that the brute force will be providing for him with the full stacks too. And the fact that Euphoria was able to heal him, even if she was forced to recall most of the time. But hey, that was so good. Hero Pie cannot really heal out. Even I for the Lord cannot really immune out the damage coming through with the Eye for an Eye as well. And yeah, that was pretty much of a amazing end of the game.
What a end it was. What a end it was for the side of Team Shredded Duo. I mean, started it with a lose and ending it with a victory, Debbie. That too, a Sora Florin, which was not even used a single time on stream. They went it for that new couple, which I was not even new
Uh,
about it, but they managed to somehow take the win there. And that was the whole credit goes to Easy Form, when I'll say. The setups he was doing with the Sundering Strike, with a Cloud Form, with a Lightning Form, and in the end, 3 kills in the bracket. The scoreboard raising with Team Shredded Duo's kills, and they would have win this game. And that's the series. After an intense best of 7, Team Shredded Duo comes out on top. Claims the Battle of Valentine 2v2 battle, guys. What an incredible display of teamwork and pure synergy. I mean, love was definitely in the air, Debbie, but so were the outplays from those two people. They played it
that's right.
through the end, but a huge respect to our runner-up as well, Team
Yeah.
21-24, for giving out that beautiful battle. Absolute banger in this final. But in the end, obviously, there will be one winner and one loser. There will be never a tie in a BO7 series in MOBA 5v5 scene. So it will be Team Shredded Duo who will be taking on that 15,000 prize pool with a champion title onto them. And Team 22.24 will be the runner-up of this Battle of Valentine, with the second runner-up as Team Daddy Chill. Thank you to all the players, viewers, and supporters who made this Battle of Valentine tournament unforgettable. For all of us here, this is Asteezy as well as Debbie signing off. Keep the love alive, keep the teamwork
Yeah.
strong, and we will see you in the next Battle of Valentine. That will be in the next year. And before I finish up the stream, I'll thank everybody through the referees who have worked in the back scene, and our host Miko for hosting this beautiful tournament, to Vista
Yep.
for sponsoring us, to NXM Esports for sponsoring us as well, and to our lovely ladies, the casters, Debbie and Sarah. Thank you so much for being there to pair up with me and to give us the entertain to all the viewers and all the fans out there for you guys. And so do our solo streamer, the man behind the scene working for us, Sunny Paji. Thank you so much, bye, for being there. And thank you, everyone. Mommy Gwen, Fusion, Veen, thank you so much for giving out all your hard work for this tournament to get successful. And in the end, thank you so much to our lovely viewers, the supporters who have supported us throughout the tournament, poured us their love. And thank you so much, guys. Do not forget to subscribe the channel. Do not forget to hit the like button. Do not forget to comment down what you loved in this whole couple 2v2 tournament. And come back soon for the next events. And do follow our Instagram handle, Miko Official Gaming, to know about the future event, the future endeavors for this channel, for this MOBA 5v5 scene. And in the end, Debbie, congratulations to Team Shredded Duo for becoming the champion. Any last words, Debbie?
Yeah, I'm just pretty excited there. But hey, that's a duo that is going to be winning out. But hey, that's a good congratulations for them. But that is going to be the end for us, guys. And we will be shining off the streams and ending it out with a great goodbye. Goodbye to you all.